Check out FlipsideGaming.com for all your gaming needs. Use the promo code HEROES to save 10% on all orders over $10. Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and welcome to this special edition of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch. It is that time of the week again to count down the 10 hottest cards of the week, and we have a lot of cards being influenced by Innistrad Crimson Vow, no surprise there, especially when it comes to the Commander format. We'll get into all the details in just a second. Quickly, before we get into it though, just a fast reminder, if you go to FlipsideGaming.com, you can use the Heroes promo code to save 10% on orders over $10. Currently, you can order Innistrad Crimson Vow products there. They also have a whole lot of other things on their website. Remember, if your order's over $100 or consists only of singles, shipping will be free in the United States. Also, whenever you use the promo code, it does support the channel, which is always appreciated, so thank you. And without any further ado, let's get into it. Number 10 is Hunted Horror. This goes up $1.30 to $9. That is a 17% increase. And this is a good time to let you know how we compile our top 10 every week. We look for two major pieces of criteria. The first is a percentage increase for these cards. Secondly, we want to see a true increase in sales. So if you're expecting a card to be here and it does not show up, then it did fall short in one or both of those categories. With that out of the way, let's talk more about Hunted Horror. Now, this is seeing increased commander play in two new builds coming from Innistrad Crimson Vow, Toxrill the Corrosive and Umbra Sphere Manifest. Number 9 is Yahenni Undying Partisan. This goes up $1.37 to $7.49. That is a 22% increase. This is seeing a lot more commander play now in the wake of Crimson Vow. Notice that it is a vampire, and that tribe did get a big push from the set. This is a good upgrade to Vampiric Bloodline. It's also showing up in a lot of new and revitalized commander vampire builds. Things like fresh builds around Strefan Mauer Progenitor. It's in Alper Markov builds, always a popular choice for a vampire commander. This is an Olivia Crimson Bride, which is one of the new ones. As a matter of fact, there was an Olivia Crimson Bride deck on game nights this week. Guess what? This card was part of it. It's also an Edgar Charmed Groom, Anya Maid of Dishonor, plus it's showing up in a lot of Toxrill builds. Number 8 is Seeds of Innocence. This goes up $1.88 to $8.99. That is a 26% increase. During the Legacy Eternal weekend, you started to see this pop up in some sideboards to bring in against 8 cast. I do see this occasionally in Commander, but I do think there is more attention on it now due to Blood, Treasure, Food, and Clue tokens playing a larger role in the format. I did see Commander Void did a YouTube video about this card a few days ago, which could have brought some more attention to it. It is a reserve list card, so it won't take much to move the price. Number 7 is Phyrexian Crusader, up $1.94 to $16.66. That is a 12% increase. This is a 4 of in Modern, in fact, and that deck did make the top 8 in GP Vegas. Also, it is another card that has seen increased commander play in Toxrill builds. Number 6 is Pact of the Serpent, up $2.02 this week to $4.20. That is a 93% increase. Now, this is from the Kaldheim commander deck Elven Empire, and it is getting more commander play now. Recently, some players picked this up to put in the Undead Unleashed commander deck, or build fresh around Wilhelt the Rockcleaver from that product. And now you're seeing a similar thing when it comes to the Vampiric Bloodline commander deck. This is a good upgrade there, or you could put this in fresh builds around Strefan. It's also showing up in other vampire builds like Edgar Markov or Olivia Crimson Bride. In fact, it was in an Edgar Charmed Groom deck on game nights this week, which again could have brought some attention to it. Number 5 is the Portal Second Age copy of Deathcoil Worm. It goes up $2.21 to $22. That is an 11% increase. This can see a tad bit of commander play, but since this copy has been hard to find online in good condition, it has been pretty turbulent recently. Interestingly enough, though, it has been added to the list with Crimson Vow. Maybe that has encouraged some players to grab the original copy. Number 4, Serpent of Yawning Depths. This goes up $2.48 this week to $10.32. That's a 32% increase. Now, this one is a theme booster rare from Theros Beyond Death, which means it is harder to find than just your typical rare from the main set. It is seeing increased commander play in Runo Stromkirk / Krothus Lord of the Deep builds. And number 3 is another card that is showing up in these Commander Runo decks, Quest for Ula's Temple. This is up $4.33 this week to $15.75 for a 38% increase. Number 2 is Drogskol Reaver. This goes up $13.17 this week to $17.96. That is a 275% increase if you're doing the math at home. And guess what? Commander is driving this one too. It is a good upgrade to Spirit Squadron. It's also in fresh builds around Millicent Restless Revenant from that product. And yes, it was in a Millicent deck on game nights this week too. And finally, number 1, Frenetica Freet, this goes up $23.16 to $44. That is a 111% increase. Another reserve list card coming in here at number 1. But why is this moving? Well, last week Wizards announced their next round of Secret Layers, and this time there is a complete commander deck that you can pick up. It is a coin flip deck called Heads I Win, Tails You Lose, and it features the partner commanders Zndrsplt Eye of Wisdom and Okaun Eye of Chaos. Now the deck is reprinting a lot of the key coin flip cards. However, this being a card that's on the reserve list that does use the coin flip mechanic, attention immediately moved over to it. It quickly became the target of a buyout and started moving up fast. Alright, that's going to do it for this week's top 10 hot cards, but remember to join us this weekend for a regular episode of the Market Watch, where we deep dive into everything that's happening in the secondary market. Until then, hey, as always, stay safe out there. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible through the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon and have a great day.